Senate is about Nigeria and Nigerians. Third reading taken and passed.
Senate passes Police Act Amendment Bill making the tenure of an IGP consistent with letter of appointment.
It's a leader to trust. It's a leader that has love of his people in his heart.
And Deputy Senate President commends President Tinubu's economic development initiatives, urges Nigerians to exercise patience. It's good to have you join us on yet another episode of Inside the Senate, a program that brings you reports and insights on activities from the Red Chamber of the National Assembly and our distinguished senators. I am Hadiza Bayero Aliyu Ranko on the program. In this episode of the program, we shall bring you reports from last week's plenary, the high point of which was the passage of the National Minimum Wage Bill. Details of the consideration of this bill alongside other events make up our package. Please stay tuned as the program unfolds.
Promote the unity, happiness, and prosperity of Nigeria.
The Defense Industries Corporation of Nigeria Act Repeal and Reenactment Bill 2023.
And may this act should be supported by all.
There are issues that we must use this opportunity to critically address.
We accord this motion the urgency and the necessity it requires.
I rise to second the motion.
The ayes have it.
On Tuesday, the 23rd July 2024, the Senate, during plenary, passed the Minimum Wage Act Amendment Bill 2024. The executive bill is to prescribe a national minimum wage and provide a legal framework for seamless review of the national minimum wage and for other purposes connected therewith. The bill was read for the first and second time on the floor of the Senate on that day, with the Senate leader, Michael Bamidele, leading the debate.
In recent time, plethora of agitations and clamor have been recorded from organized labor and other segments of our society for increase in the national minimum wage in view of the prevailing economic situation in the country.
According to the Senate leader, the bill seeks the upward review of the current national minimum wage from 30,000 naira to 70,000 naira. The bill also reduces the time for periodic review of the national minimum wage from 5 years to 3 years. While seconding the motion for the bill to be read a second time, Chief Whip of the Senate, Senator Mohammed Tahir Mongono, commended the general principles of the bill.
This is very novel amendment, especially against the backdrop of the fact that the prices of goods and services grows in geometric progression, while our income grows in arithmetic progression.
With no opposition to the bill, it scaled second reading and was immediately referred to the Committee of the Whole, during which clauses of the bill were considered. Reverting to plenary, the Senate suspended its rules in order for the bill to be read for the third time and passed.
Third reading taken and passed.
Is the second reading.
On the same day, another executive bill, the Police Act Amendment Bill 2024, was considered for both first and second reading, with the Senate leader, Michael Bamidele, leading the debate.
This bill seeks to enable a person appointed to the office of the Inspector General of Police to remain in office until the end of the term stipulated in the letter of appointment. The bill aims to revolutionize police operation by enhancing accountability, modernizing policing method, and fostering a more harmonious relationship between the police and the community.
Some lawmakers made observations during the debate.
Until people given appointments perform satisfactorily, when we simply give them the opportunity to serve as far as the tenure in the letter indicates, I think that will be abused because somebody will feel he will not be removed, regardless.
If somebody has appointed a person as Inspector General for 5 years or for 10 years, what this Senate is being invited to endorse is that by this amendment, if passed, the person must stay in office for 10 years. I know, Mr. President, Senate President, you have observed rightly too that within this period, nothing stops the president from firing. But that leads us back to where we are coming from, which, as someone who started life in the police, are very sad about.
The Senate leader responded to the observations made in order to make clarifications.
The Police Act 2020, in section 7, sub 6, has already defined, also as done by the Constitution of our country, has already defined the tenure of office of the Inspector General of Police. It says it is 4 years. And usually when an Inspector General of Police is appointed, that is also stated in the letter. This bill is only seeking, to achieve that purpose, that you are appointed for a specific tenure, and you should be able to, spend that tenure in office, except where the appointing authority decides otherwise.
Senate President Godswill Akpabio also lent his voice to the debate.
The Act does not intend that an Inspector General of Police should stay in office beyond 4 years. But you have had issues in the past where service chiefs stayed above 7 years. Service chiefs stayed above 6 years. And they were fighting Boko Haram. And the Boko Haram never finished. And their tenure never finished. I don't know whether you understand my point. So this one is not seeking to extend the tenure of the police IGP by 1 day, but also the provision in the Act also specifies how the IGP, who is ineffective, can be removed.
After the debate, the bill was read a second time and referred to the Committee of the Whole. The Senate then proceeded to consider the bill clause by clause, after which it was read a third time. With that, the bill was passed.
Third reading taken and passed.
Our notebook segment is next. When we return, more reports from proceedings in the chamber. Keep watching.
The Senate Deputy Chief Whip assists the Chief Whip in managing party discipline and ensuring attendance and voting in the Senate. They play a crucial role in coordinating legislative agendas, mobilizing party members for votes, and maintaining communication between party leadership and senators. This is pivotal in maintaining party cohesion and implementing legislative strategies within the Senate chamber.
The program is still inside the Senate. Like I mentioned before the break, we have more reports from the chamber featuring petitions, motion under matters of urgent national importance, as well as bills in their various stages of consideration. Let's get details in our next report presented from our studios.
I have a petition here from one of my constituents.
On Tuesday, 23rd July 2024, the Senate during plenary received 2 petitions. First was a petition from Senator Oyewumi Kamorudin Olalere, representing Osun West Senatorial District, on behalf of one of his constituents, Mr. Ariremako Femi, against the management of Federal Road Safety Commission over an alleged wrongful termination of appointment. Another petition received by the Senate was from Senator Osita Ungu, representing Ebonyi West Senatorial District on behalf of one of his constituents, Mr. Monday Benjamin Egbaji, representing his father, Pastor Benjamin Egbaji, against the government of Benin Republic over an alleged unjust incarceration. The petitions were laid and accordingly referred to the Committees on Ethics, Code of Conduct and Public Petitions, as well as that on Foreign Affairs, to report within 1 week.
Mr. President, sir, I wanted to,
Rising on the matter of urgent public importance, Senator Ede Dafinone, representing Delta Central Senatorial District, moved a motion on the need to ensure and condemn all forms of violence in the forthcoming Edo and Ondo gubernatorial elections and a call for justice for Inspector Ako Onu. The motion was coming after an attack on a member of the 10th Senate in person of Senator Monday Okpebolo, the All Progressives Congress governorship candidate in the September 21st election in Edo State, which led to the death of his police detail, Inspector Ako Onu, on Monday, 19th July 2024.
In a build-up to the elections, politicians have become a target of violence by party militias, criminal gangs, and other armed groups in a bid to suppress opponents, intimidate candidates from running campaigns, and negatively influence the electoral process.
Accordingly, the Senate resolves to condemn in strong terms the attempted assassination attempt on Senator Monday Okpebolo at the Benin airport, which led to the gruesome murder of his orderly, Inspector Ako Onu. Direct the Inspector General of Police to investigate into the circumstances surrounding the attack that led to the death of the police officer and bring the perpetrators to book. Urge all politicians and political parties to shun all forms of political violence and synergize to ensure free, fair and credible elections at all times in Edo and Ondo State. Some lawmakers made contributions to the motion.
The fact that that action could have been meted out on someone who was going about he came back from Abuja together with the current deputy governor of the state. Well, if they are going into a contest, I think the best thing to do is to seek for the support of the people of Edo State. And they will have the right to freely elect whoever they wish.
In this chamber, I believe there is unanimity across the aisle in condemning this act, even if it did not lead to the death of anybody, much less a law officer doing his job. He has been killed. So we are all united in condemning what happened. We are also united in calling for thorough investigation so that whoever was responsible for that can pay the price.
After the debate, the motion was voted on and adopted as amended. Same day, the Senate invoked its Order 12 subsection 1 to admit Governor of Imo State, Senator Hope Uzodinma, and his entourage to the floor of the Senate. The visitors were accordingly admitted to witness the defection of Senator Onyewuchi Ezenwa Francis, representing Imo East Senatorial District, from Labour Party to the All Progressives Congress, APC. In a letter to that effect, read by the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, Senator Onyewuchi Ezenwa Francis noted that his decision was due to the intractable division and crisis in the Labour Party that sponsored his election into the Senate.
The communication is therefore made pursuant to Section 68, subsection 1G of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended. Imo State and the entirety of the Southeast remain united under the leadership of our performing governor, His Excellency, Distinguished Senator Hope Uzodinma CON, to give our unflinching support to the President and Commander-in-Chief, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and of course support the renewed hope agenda of his administration aimed at achieving sustainable development for our dear country.
Moving on to bills, 4 other bills were considered at first reading during the one-day plenary. They are National Insurance Commission Act Repeal and Reenactment Bill 2024, Federal University of Science and Technology Korokorose Bayelsa State Establishment Bill 2024, Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 Alteration Bill 2024, and Local Government Fiscal Accountability Bill 2024. Other bills also considered at third reading and passed include Finance Act Amendment Bill 2024, Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act Amendment Bill 2024, Mutual Legal Assistance in Criminal Legal Matters Act 2018 Amendment Bill 2024, Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act Amendment Bill 2024, and Finance Act Amendment Bill 2024. At the end of plenary for that day, the Senate adjourned for its annual summer recess to resume on Tuesday, 17th September 2024. In a sad development, Senator Ifeanyi Ubah, representing Anambra South Senatorial District, is dead. Chairman Senate Committee on Public Affairs, Senator Yemi Adaramodu, confirmed the senator's demise in a statement on Saturday, 27th April 2024. According to the statement, the late Senator Ifeanyi Ubah passed on in London on the night of Friday, 26th July 2024 at the age of 52. Senator Ubah was the chairman Senate Committee on Petroleum Resources Downstream. He was also a philanthropist and the founder and CEO of Capital Oil and Gas Industries Limited. May his gentle soul rest in peace.
That was a report of activities from the Red Chamber of the National Assembly during the one-day plenary from last week. The Deputy Senate President, Senator Barrow Jibrin, has commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for assenting to the Northwest Development Commission bill. The Deputy Senate President, who spoke in a press briefing, stated that the commission, when established, will help to promote development across the 7 states in the zone.
We are all aware of the importance of the zone to this country because it is a zone that is in the forefront in the production of food for the teeming population of this country. And of recent, the zone has been ravaged by the activities of the Boko Haram insurgents, kidnappers and bandits that have led to destruction of the infrastructure of the zone.
Senator Barrow, who sponsored the bill, further stated that President Tinubu has once again exhibited his love for Nigerians.
Whatever is done for any region is done for the entire people of Nigeria, because we are all connected as Nigerians. It shows that the president has a lot in stock for the development of this country. It shows that he's a man who has the foresight, the political will to build this country. This is his first year, and he has started by rolling out good things that will help in developing this country.
Furthermore, the Deputy Senate President called on Nigerians to be more patient with President Tinubu as he has great plans for the nation.
He's a man who has a sound pedigree of developing any area that is under his leadership. We've seen what he has done in Lagos, and we are now beginning to see what he has in stock for this country. We know he loves the people of Northwest, and he loves the people of this country. This is a testimony It's a demonstration that he's a leader to trust. He's a leader that has love of his people in his heart.
That sums up our report on activities from the Senate wing of the National Assembly for last week. But before we wrap up, we shall bring you our profile segment. Please stand by for our Senator of the Week.
Senator Ede Dafinone is the current senator representing Delta Central Senatorial District in the 10th Senate. He was born on 10th of April 1962. He began his academic journey at Corona School in Apapa, Lagos State, where he attended from 1968 to 1973, earning his first school leaving certificate. Following that, he pursued his secondary education at King's College, Lagos from 1973 to 1978. Senator Dafinone then ventured abroad to Rugby School in Warwickshire, United Kingdom, where he studied from 1978 to 1980. Other qualifications attained by the lawmaker include Bachelor of Arts degree in Economics from 1980 to 1983 at the Victoria University of Manchester in the United Kingdom, Master of Arts in Economics in 1984 at University of Exeter, also in the United Kingdom. He is a Fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants in England and Wales, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria (ICAN), and the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria. Senator Ede Dafinone began his professional journey at Touche Ross & Co. Chartered Accountants in London from 1984 to 1988. Following that, he joined Crowe Dafinone Chartered Accountants in Lagos in 1989. Over the years, he progressed within the firm, becoming a partner in 1997 and later assuming the role of Deputy Managing Partner from 2007 to the present. The senator has held significant positions in other sectors such as Director at Sapele Petroleum Limited, SEDI Corporation Limited, Sapele Integrated Industries Limited, and Nexim Bank. Chairman, members of the Advisory Board of Africa ICAEW. Council member, Institute of Chartered Accountants of England and Wales representing Africa. Board member of the National Film and Video Censors Board. Chairperson, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria Export Promotion Group, Board of Trustee, Guild of Fine Arts of Nigeria. Senator Ede Dafinone currently serves as Chairman, National Executive Council of the Nigerian Conservation Foundation, Chairman, Board of Directors, NEM Insurance, Chairman, Sapele Okpe Community Land Trust Association, and Deputy Managing Partner at Crowe. Senator Ede Dafinone has been actively involved in politics, playing a significant role in various political parties and elections. In 1998, he, alongside his late father, Chief Senator David Dafinone, became a founding member of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in Delta State. In 2006, he contested the Delta Central Senatorial PDP primaries but lost. He continued his political journey by participating in the Delta Central Senatorial by-elections in 2013, this time as the senatorial candidate of the Democratic People's Party (DPP), but lost again. In 2014, Senator Dafinone joined the All Progressives Congress (APC), making him one of the first group of individuals in Delta State to leave their former parties for the APC. On 1st November 2023, after contesting in the 2023 general elections, the appeal court dismissed the judgment of the National Assembly Petition Tribunal, sitting in Asaba, and upheld his election as the duly elected senator representing Delta Central Senatorial District. He currently serves as the senator representing Delta Central Senatorial District in the 10th Senate under the platform of the All Progressives Congress (APC). His legislative interests include human and community development, education, and health.
On that note, we end this episode of the program. Do leave a message or catch up on past episodes via the number on your screen or any of our social media handles showing on your screen. Until I come your way again with another episode of Inside the Senate, enjoy the rest of your day.